I wrote about Taro, and one of the big things I wrote about was the potential for the US dollar via USDT to be ported to Lightning. And so basically porting the US dollar onto Bitcoin rails. So making it so that people never have to leave the ecosystem. And so for US dollar payments, if you're going to do them over time as these Taro channels proliferate, then one of the easiest and most cost-effective ways to do that will be on the Lightning Network. So what that will ultimately do is it will proliferate Bitcoin demand, of course, but it will also strengthen US dollar dominance relative to other fiat. And so over time, what will happen is as other fiat wastes away, like it is now, as other crypto wastes away, like it is now, both Bitcoin and the dollar, through the dollar now being ported to Taro, and now it can be used across Lightning through Bitcoin channels, it will allow for both of these two to rise in tandem and strengthen each other. Nick Bhatia wrote The Bitcoin Age, and he delves really deeply into monetary history, US dollar dominance. He talks about all of the failings of the global credit system and why Bitcoin solves all those things. But at the end, he makes this very great assertion as to why the US dollar is still going to be so entrenched. And that's because the current system we're living in, it exists on top of it, right? If that were to go away tomorrow, there'd be chaos, complete and utter chaos. The world will probably end as we know it. And so it'll be a slow withering away process, but in that process, the US dollar will continue to remain king of the pile of shit, right? While Bitcoin proliferates and becomes more widely used. And so rather than these two being enemies, I tend to think of these two as being complementary to each other. And that's why this makes me especially bullish, because the US dollar is king of fiat. If we can port it to Bitcoin and make it the best way to send US dollars back and forth between each other, you're porting an entirely new market right onto Bitcoin. The global remittance market is tens of billions of dollars in size. And so if you can port that to Bitcoin, that's tens of billions of dollars annually, eventually hundreds of billions of dollars annually, that would need to be operating on Bitcoin rails, therefore holding Bitcoin.
This bullish bit was brought to you by Chroma. Light up your life with their cutting-edge devices. They're designed to boost energy, improve sleep, and enhance well-being. From red light therapy to vitamin D production and circadian optimization, Chroma has you covered. I love their Sky Portal and Iron Forge for productivity and recovery. Transform your health with light. You can check them out by clicking the link in the show notes or scanning the QR code on the screen to shop today.